Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 313, bringing in the year 2019.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. It was an amazing year last year. Well, I won't say amazing. It was a very interesting year, to say the least. A long year. But as we promised you all, we are coming with our own awards. Now, we saw the Fortune Awards. We saw some of the websites. CoinDesk has their own 2018 or yearly awards. But right now, there's literally no one in the crypto industry that has awards that are actually worth anything, that actually mean something, that actually talk about people in the community. Instead, everybody wants to go for, the target people you hear about all the time. Or people, or the followers, or people who might have just been in the crypto space for all the 3 or 4 weeks. Those people working at the Goldman Sachs crypto desk that isn't fully up and running yet. Yet they happen to be on the top of some of these lists. So as we said, we're going to come to you this year. We have 18 different categories. Today we will be announcing the winners, though, of only 10 of those categories. We'll give you a couple of the nominees, the top 3 nominees, as well as the winners of those categories. And if you want to read more and see who the other nominees were, who the other winners were for the following categories, you can go to our website, KirbyCrypto.com, K-R-B-E Crypto.com, where you can also see that newsletter there that will have the full report for you.
Absolutely.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about all the categories we have. Again, it's 18 different categories. For 2018, we have the Crypto Warrior Award of 2018. That's not our personal warriors. That is the warrior that's been out there on the ground, banging crypto 24/7 for the cryptocurrency community.
Oh, yeah.
We have the worst influencers, the top influencer, the worst exchange, the exchange of the year, the Dino of the year, the best crypto community, the worst crypto community, the scam of the year, and the Gentleman of Crypto Warrior of the year as well. Those would be the ones we'd be announcing. And then if you want to again, see the rest of the winners and nominations for the remaining categories. Those remaining categories are going to be the best wallet of the year, the crypto catfish of the year, the biggest hack, the book of the year, best crypto news source of the year, the worst crypto news source of the year, the best crypto app, and the best business of the year. So again, it's 18 categories here. It was an off year for trading in general, so this is pretty tough to gauge trading metrics this year. Some of the best traders are still alive, of course, but we have that for the following year. We're gonna do that for all of 2019. Hopefully, once the market recovers.
Oh yeah.
All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead.
Oh yeah, get into it.
Number 1, Crypto Warrior of 2018.
Oh yeah.
The nominees of this year are Pavel Durov from Telegram.
Oh yeah.
We have Kraken CEO Jesse Powell, and we have John McAfee.
Oh yeah.
So just to give a quick background, for those who know Pavel Durov, he's getting the Crypto Warrior nomination because he basically told all of Russia, no, I'm not giving you the passwords that are protected to my app where people can message privately. Of course, everybody said, well, hey, money laundering and terrorists and all that. He refused to give it up. So because of that, Pavel, you at least received a nomination for that. We got Kraken CEO Jesse Powell.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Jesse Powell refusing to submit documents to New York about their exchange. Way too much work. Definitely a crypto warrior in my book.
Right. He was like, you want me to tell you how our exchange works so you can figure out how to tax us?
Oh, yeah. Nah, we ain't doing that.
No, sir. And last but not least, nomination was John McAfee.
Oh, yeah.
What can we say about McAfee?
What more can you say about that?
What that hasn't been said. Saying he's running for president 2020 possibly. He's threw a middle finger up to world governments around the world. He has his private security. He has his own money, of course, from McAfee Security Antivirus. And above all else, he was going to bat for crypto left and right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So without further ado, Crypto Warrior of 2018. Let me open up the piece of paper. It is John McAfee.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to
John McAfee.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Get that good applause right there. There we go, John.
You got a crowd out there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
John, good job, John.
His wife is a rider. He's got his own private security. He promotes crypto. He said he done like the SEC. That's a crypto warrior if I've ever heard one.
I mean, listen, just the fact that this guy says and does enough. I mean, just with the Twitter pump and dumps he had going. That's enough to throw the ordinary man in prison for a long time in the United States.
Not McAfee.
Not McAfee. He was like, I'm not playing by your rules. I got money just like you all. Let's stop playing games, act like you know.
Yeah.
So shout out to McAfee. You are the crypto warrior of 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Again, people, for all these categories, there are additional nominations. Actually, for this one, I do want to shout out one person we had in the category. That was Tim Draper, another billionaire. But whenever you have billionaires going to bat for something they don't need, that is a warrior, people. They don't need to stand up for this stuff. Of course, we know why they're doing it as well. They get money doing it as well. They're invested. But at the same time, you're going against governments. You're going against banks. So shout out to all those crypto warriors.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Second category is worst influencers of 2018.
So many.
A lot of those guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of those guys. So top 3 worst influencers this year. We have in no specific order. We have Craig Grant. For those who don't know, Craig Grant was a part of the BitConnect team. He was one of the leading people in Miami, putting on some of the top influencers to influence others. We also have Trevon James, another BitConnect
Bitcoin trade
extraordinaire, Bitcoin trade. And last but not least, we have Craig Wright, also known as Fake Toshi.
Fake Toshi.
Who was called out by Ethereum's founder, Vitalik Buterin, at an actual conference. No holds barred, people. The clapback season is real. Oh, yeah. So, without further ado, who is our worst influencer of 2018?
And the worst influencer of 2018 is Craig Wright.
What?
Oh, man. Fake Toshi. Get him out of here.
He got the boo.
Boo. Get him out of here.
Fake Toshi. Why is he the worst influencer of this year?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Had a public feud with Roger Ver. Ended up with a Bitcoin Cash split. Along with him telling other countries, I have more money than you, and going around. And, he's one of those people, influencer-wise, you don't want to listen to. So shout out to Fake Toshi for getting our worst influencer of 2018.
There you go, Fake Toshi. Well, listen, you won something this year. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's the new Bcash, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z?
Bcash, SVU, Law and Order.
Right? Oh, that was hilarious. All right, next up, top influencer of 2018.
Oh, yeah. Who is it? Who is it?
Oh, man. All right, for our nominations for top influencer, we have, of course, us, the gentlemen of crypto.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, though, we were just a nomination. We were an extra one. We weren't going to put ourselves all in the category. Yeah. But seriously, besides the top influencers, we have Ken Bozak. Ken Bozak did a great job this year. Literally went to conference at the conference. We met him at a conference, World CryptoCon. Talked to him a couple times before that on Facebook and Twitter throughout the last year and a half or so. Actually, I think I saw him at Blockchain Beach as well. So we've seen Ken Bozak out there at conferences, at events, on the internet. And whether you love him or hate him, I mean, the guy has a Dash D tattooed on him. He is about this crypto life.
That's dedication.
So he definitely gets a nomination there. Another good nomination for the best top influencer of the year is Crypto O, Omar Bond. Again, did a lot of good job this year. He's been pumping out videos nonstop. He's getting the views. He started actually a few months before a lot of people in the space. I think he started probably 6 months before us, 6 months, a year before us, about 6 months before a lot of the other influencers in the arena industry as well. So shout out to him. And then last but not least, Crypto Blood. You all know we just had our interview with Crypto Blood. Crypto Blood's been around. He was in the traditional market previously. Before this, he comes with a lot of great news and information. We always check out his videos. He always has a lot of good things to say. Again, saw him at conference as well. He goes to many conferences. He's met a lot of people in the space. He's actually interviewed, what is it?
Cliff High.
Cliff High,
yeah,
come on.
He's got a whole list of people.
He has a great list of people. So those are our nominees for top influencers. And for the influencer, the cryptocurrency influencer of 2018, the winner is...
Crypto O.
Crypto O.
Omar Braun. My boy. Oh, yeah. Shout out to him.
Hey, shout out to you, Omar. You've done a great job this year.
Put in a lot of work.
Check
this out. He's checked us out a few times.
Right.
Watched us on Facebook
he's jumped in.
YouTube.
Yep, and I met Omar a couple times as well. I forgot the first little get together, but I know I met him as well at Blockchain Beach. You know what? And he seemed to actually know what he's talking about as well. And of course, we love people like that. that's going to give you the real. So congratulations, you, Omar. I know you're in LA, so we'll drop off your award. We won't mail yours. All right. Next category, the worst exchange of the year. Dun, dun, dun.
Worst exchange of 2018 nominees are Poloniex. Oh man, we already know what happened with them getting bought out by Goldman Sachs.
Oh man,
and Circle. And you know, this at this point, having a stable coin, you're on that list. Bittrex as well. And last but not least, Coinbase, of course.
Coinbase,
another exchange of 2018 that may be one of the worst. So our winner for worst exchange of 2018.
That was a terrible drum roll. All right, go ahead, say it again.
And the winner for worst exchange of 2018 is Poloniex.
What?
Oh yeah,
Poloniex won. It's crazy how Poloniex won the worst exchange 2018 because a lot of similarities between Poloniex, Bittrex, and Coinbase. The main similarity between all three of them said none of them have customer support. None.
Zero.
Another thing they all have in common is they all change the terms of service once you call them out on something, and they try to get you into their arbitration with their personal multi-million-dollar lawyer that they know you don't have.
Exactly.
But Poloniex
is the most nefarious.
Oh, you are the most nefarious.
I mean, just out of the blue, if you had money on Poloniex, you couldn't even move it off of Poloniex. They just told you couldn't do it without KYC. They introduced a stable coin. They got rid of the chat box, and nobody uses Poloniex. So shout out to you for being the worst crypto exchange of 2018.
Oh, and without further ado, we would like to give you a very loud boo.
Give them that boo.
One more time. You know we like to do it twice, people. Give them to it one more time. And just because Bittrex and Coinbase made the list, you all need one too.
That is right.
All right, we talked about the worst exchange. Now for the best exchanges of the year.
Oh yeah.
Drum roll, people. And your nominees are coming in at number 1. BitMEX. Listen, BitMEX is a good exchange, people. Their CEO, Arthur Hayes. Is it Arthur Hayes?
Arthur Hayes, yeah.
Arthur Hayes. He's always in the news. He's, you know, you can see him. I love that you can see the CEO of an exchange actually out front of the problems. He does blog posts when he needs to, tweets. And what's better than ever is BitMEX is one of the first exchanges to let you go margin trade. Not only could you margin trade, but you can margin trade times 100.
Oh, yeah.
That is right. You could literally lose your house on that exchange, or you can win one. Yeah. So BitMEX, honorable mention, we have Coinbase as well. Again, we don't like Coinbase, people. You know it, but we will admit if you're a beginner in the space, I mean, this is your first few days. Coinbase is a good place to begin with a low few $100 tops, few $100, maybe $1,000 or so, because they won't let you go over a few thousand. Trust us, we know. Coinbase is a good place to start and just learn the basics of trading and getting on an exchange. And last but not least, we have Binance as well. Oh, yeah. Of course, Binance has been doing a global takeover since they began a $1 billion unicorn business in all of a year and a half. They've done a lot of good things. So. Bitcoin Zay, will you please let us know who the winner is?
Oh, yeah. So, our winner is Binance.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Of the year. Shout out to Binance. Give him that hand clap. CZ doing his thing. BNB coin, actually 50% off fees. Binance moving around the world. Definitely a great exchange to use if you're getting into the market with altcoins. Definitely.
There we go. Shout out to Binance on that one.
Shout out to him. Moving right along. So after our exchange of the year, we are getting into our Dino of the year.
Ooh, wait. Did you just say Dino of the year?
Dino of the year. Boo.
No one likes them.
Get them out of here. And most of the dinos we've done this year, we've done a few, a couple of times. So getting into the nominees for a Dino of the year.
Hold on. Let me give you this drum roll.
Oh, yeah.
Dino of the year, people. We do this all the time. You love it, and we love it more.
Oh, yeah. And the nominees are Jamie Dimon, who, of course, from JP Morgan Chase has gotten, we've started to call him Dino Diamond.
Yeah, Dino Diamond at this point.
Nuriel Rubini.
Another in-house resident.
Who is a top crypto hater.
And why does Nuriel hate? What does he say?
Oh, yeah. He's a professor at NYU, and he's hated crypto since 2012, even though he could have made 80,000% on his money. He's hated it so long. At this point, he's definitely a super dino. And our last nominee is Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Yeah. Warren Buffett, who doesn't know anything about tech, hates Bitcoin for some reason and won't invest in it.
Well, that's the crazy thing about Warren Buffett. And this is why he's a nominate. You know, he's nominated. A lot of people who are from the traditional field, some of our older clients are always like, "You guys don't like Warren Buffett? What's going on?" Like, I make money with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, of course you can make money if you start. There's always these articles. It's like Warren Buffett's secret to make $20 million, and it was like invest in Pepsi in 1984. It was like, well, Warren, I was born after that, buddy.
Exactly.
So can you please help me out with something that's this day? I mean, this is the same guy who missed out on the likes. I think it was like Google and Amazon,
all of the
because
fame.
he doesn't believe in tech. And that's something I can agree with him, because he says, hey, if you don't believe in it, don't invest it. Don't invest in it. But it's also, you don't have to badmouth it unless it's affecting your monetary supply, which it may. Him and his Robin, well, I call him the Robin and his Batman. You know, they're more like villains. But what's his name? Charlie Munger was the same person, jumped in the boat and said something. But again, these are people who have a lot of power. A lot of people listen to them, but they're giving you the wrong information.
Very dinosaur-like.
All right, so for the Dino of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Who do we have, Bitcoin Zay?
Our winner is Jamie Dimon.
Jamie the Dino Diamond?
The Dino Diamond. Got to give it to him. Boo.
He definitely gets that boo.
Oh, yeah. He's been our Dino, I think, 4 times this year, and every time he's done it, he's outdone himself from before. And even from last year, he was a super Dino, and he's gotten to the point where he's even said he wants to stop talking about Bitcoin. So we basically pushed him into a corner where he doesn't even want to discuss it anymore. And from the gentleman of crypto, you get that Dino award, Jamie Dimon.
There you go, Jamie. Stop worrying about crypto and start worrying about those fines.
Oh yeah.
And next up, we have the best crypto community of the year. That is right. You're new to cryptocurrency. Where do I turn? Where do I go? What do I do? Well, we're going to tell you the top nominations of the best crypto community right now.
The nominees for best crypto community of the year are,
boom. First nominee is Wacoinda.
Wacoinda.
If you haven't heard of Wacoinda, you are missing out on a lot. Bitcoin Zay, please tell us what Wacoinda is.
Oh yeah, Wacoinda is one of the biggest crypto communities on Facebook right now. Well over 30,000 members at this point. Just started last year and it got a lot of people into the crypto space. So shout out to Wacoinda.
Yeah, and Wacoinda had his name. It was named similar to the Wakanda from the movie Black Panther. You know, when that movie came out, there was a lot of buzz around it. Multi-billion-dollar movie, made a lot of good money. Great actors. And when Wacoinda started, was like, hey, we're going to do the same thing, but for cryptocurrency. And they made a great group, even to the point it made the news because the creators of Black Panther were considering almost suing them for the similarity of the name, even though it's a totally different industry. But that's one of the things that show you the power, because no one's suing the little guy, right?
Exactly.
Everybody wants the people who actually built something and want to make money and all that. They're like, hey, let me get a taste of that. The next nominee up is the Free Ross campaign.
Oh, yeah.
If you watch our show, you know we interviewed Lynn Albrecht, Ross Albrecht's mother. You know, we had her on. She talked about not only Ross's trial, but how that affects you in the crypto community or just people in general who receive unfair sentences. To this day, I think they have over 104,000 signature petition for this. That is a community I've ever heard of one. So definitely want to give a shout out to Free Ross, their nominee.
Oh, yeah.
And last but not least, the Bitcoin community, people. That's the thing. Whenever we talk about crypto, with the exception of Bitcoin being the granddaddy and the having the biggest market share, no one talks about Bitcoin and crypto, and that's because there is no boss or single owner. But because of that, because of Bitcoin bringing people to the crypto community, over millions of people around the world, we wanted to add them definitely to the nomination list. And I'm going to let Zay go ahead and announce who the winner is.
Oh, yeah. And
without further ado.
Oh, yeah. And the best crypto community of the year is Bitcoin has stuck around, and the community behind it has kept it relevant for 10 years, coming up on January 3rd. So shout out to the Bitcoin community. Stay strong and hold, people.
For sure. I mean, even more, like, that's why we're all here.
Yeah.
I didn't come because of, hey, did you hear of XRP?
Yeah.
Did you hear of Bitcoin?
Yeah,
no, I was told, Bitcoin Zay told me about Bitcoin. I told other people about Bitcoin. He's told people about Bitcoin. Someone told him about Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Bitcoin is the community. Bitcoin is blockchain, people. Do not listen to mass media as they try to separate the two, because we are here together.
Oh, yeah. So shout out to all the Bitcoin community.
Bitcoin enthusiasts out there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what do we have up next?
And next we have the worst crypto community. Of course, we talk about the best, but the worst crypto community. Let's get into the nominees here.
Oh, man, this should be interesting.
Oh, yeah. So the worst crypto community nominees are Bcash,
Woo!
XRP,
Whoa!
and Ethereum scam bots.
Wow!
That is a terrible community.
Wait. You have to tell us, how did these communities make it to the list?
Oh, yeah. So Bcash, we saw the split that they had and the infighting between their community, which prompted a fork to Bitcoin ABC, Bitcoin SV.
Oh, my goodness. It's a fork of a fork of Bitcoin,
fork of a
people.
fork.
You need to understand that.
Yeah, get out of here, Bcash. And XRP, their community is a lot of fake bots on Twitter, along with very annoying people who can barely do math.
Oh, we about to get the comments flowing in.
Doesn't matter. I've seen it personally. It's a very prominent XRP person who can't do simple math. And Ethereum scam bots, you are not getting free Ethereum. It's not being sent to your address.
Send me 10 Bitcoin. I'll send you 100 Ethereum now.
Terrible community, but a little bit rich because they've made over $1 million from scam bots. So
wow.
Without further ado, the worst crypto community of 2018. Bcash.
Woo!
The
Bcash.
worst. Oh my goodness.
Here, let's go ahead and give them that loud.
Boo.
Bcash community. This is the same community that was called out, I think, by Jimmy Song on the latest cryptocurrency conference, the cruise they had, where he was like, I'm not about to debate you, Roger. You got a bunch of people here with some Bcash shirts on in the crowd. I'm not stupid. Or Bitcoin.com shirts, which we know is Bcash. But you're right. I mean, to see, when we first started talking about Bcash, when they wanted to fork from Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, however people want to call it, when we first started talking about that fork, we were attacked. We were attacked the same way we have been about talking about other tokens that have come, lived, and died in a very short amount of time.
Seen them go.
But it was just one of those things where it didn't make sense. And even now, as you said, they split to what now? Is they fork? Bcash is forked again,
it's
correct?
A fork of a fork. Yep.
So what is Bitcoin Cash name? Is it still Bitcoin Cash?
Bitcoin ABC.
This is Bitcoin ABC, and the other one is Bitcoin
SV.
So Bitcoin Cash doesn't even exist, right?
Yeah, it's who knows?
What are we doing with it, right?
Yeah, so, Bcash people got very low T. That's what I'm seeing.
Too funny. So they definitely deserve to win that award because it was just one of those things where you pumped it. You got people on board. How? I honestly have no clue. I'm assuming there's some payment. Exactly.
Jahan Wu.
But as soon as the curtain was lifted, as soon as everyone saw what was going on, the curtain being lifted, don't forget what the curtain being lifted in cryptocurrency is. Right now, until this day, people, the curtain being lifted in cryptocurrency is the price of Bitcoin falling. Period. Not the price of Bcash falling, not the price of EOS or Ripple or anything else falling. The curtain is the price of Bitcoin. Whether it goes up and down, the rest of these coins' lives depend on it.
Oh, yeah.
And we got to see that with Bcash. So
absolutely.
Thank you, Bcash, Bitcoin ABC, and Bitcoin SV, and everything else for taking away market share from Bitcoin, which could have had a stronger Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
We want to tell you all.
Never change.
You're the real heroes. Right? All right. In our next category, we have 2 categories left, people, 2 good ones. The next one is the scam of the year. Wow.
Scammy.
There's a lot of scams going on every day in Bitcoin, so it's hard to keep up with which, but we do have some nominations for you. The scam of the year nominations are USI Tech, coming in hot. What can you tell us about USI Tech?
Oh, yeah. Got that good cease and desist letter from Texas SEC. USI Tech has scammed a few people in that state as well as others, and they cannot guarantee you any money. Trust me.
We have OneCoin. OneCoin was in India. OneCoin basically told everybody it was the next big thing. Come buy into it. People did. People lost.
Oh, yeah.
And last but not least, of course,
BitConnect. Oh, yeah.
Now, we know BitConnect was pumping like crazy all through 2017, but that came to a screeching halt this year, suddenly out the blue.
That chart is terrible.
That chart is very terrible. We're going to actually pull up that chart for you here in a moment to show you how that looks. And it's funny, they actually just made the cut because, this happened in January when they kind of went down, but they made the cut. So, without further ado, Bitcoin Zay, please tell us who is this scam, or what is the scam of the year?
Oh, yeah. And the scam of the year, influencers you've ever seen in your life. The worst project I've ever seen. And of course, at this point, a lot of the big scammers at the top got away. Some of the other ones, not so much. So BitConnect